Christmas comes but once a year, and everybody looks forward to Christmas for only maybe one or two reasons, which I know. It's a time for sharing, time to spend time with family, friends, loved ones, and looking forward to lots of Christmas presents and the food, and everyone is always happy, and it's a great time, I think. Oh, the kids here love it. It's the only thing they talk about is the presents. They rarely talk about the food, I suppose. I wonder why, because where I come from, most of the children, when they talk about Christmas, it's about the food. But it's lots of presents here. The children here are looking forward to the presents. They've been counting down, and finally the day is here. It's only a couple of hours till they get to the moment they've been waiting for. Well, my experience here, it feels a little different, because normally in Africa, in Zimbabwe, we celebrate Christmas on the 25th. But I think I quite like it here because it's a day or a night before, and we get to open presents, so I'm curious. And I get to share as well what we normally do over Christmas. And I quite like it thus far, and I'm really looking forward to it. Yes. Well, thus far, I've had a very great experience in Rheda, and I quite like it. It's a small town. People here are very friendly, and I've made a couple of friends. I play basketball, which is great. I get to do something I like. And I also attend the Volkshof Schule, and the people there are also very nice. My teacher, they're very funny. So, in a lump sum, I think Rheda is a great place. And to top it up, I live in the castle by the Schloss. So everyone, when I talk to people, they're like, wow, it must be an experience. And I think it's a lifetime opportunity. That everybody thinks it's wow, and I think it's actually once-off opportunity that a person can get, mainly because of its history, I think, and the family I'm with, very nice people. Yes. The work, I wouldn't say that I'm working, because I'm doing something I like and I love doing, which is spending time with the children. So, in my words, if I was given an opportunity, I'll probably do it the rest of my life. I quite like spending time with the children, and I think they're great, so it makes everything work out for me. Yeah. I tell them that it's cold sometimes, and I actually tell them that it's different the way we eat, because our main meal is lunch as compared to back home, when the main meal is supper, and I'm used to it now. So probably the next time I go back home, I'll be wanting lunch as my main meal, and I won't sit at the table unless it's a 3-course meal. And they think that's very funny. But I tell them that the family I'm staying with is very nice, and they've welcomed me, which is very important, and I get along with the children, and I get to travel, hopefully, and they're quite happy for me. Yeah. What's important about them is that despite the hardships that we're going through, we always keep our heads up, and we believe that the sky is the limit and anything is possible. My family, well, my family is warm-hearted, I believe, because I think we take it from my mom and my dad that even though we don't have so much, but the little that we have, we can share it with those that are less fortunate than us. And I believe that you can find that characteristic in each and every one of my sisters and brothers. Yes. My father is a very quiet man, but that I think makes him kind of special in a way, because my mom, on the other hand, is very different, and she talks, and when she starts talking, she doesn't stop. So I think it's a special thing that they have, that the other listens and the other is always talking. But my father and my mother are very nice people. They are my role models. I mean, they've made me what I am. They've groomed me, and I can only thank them for the person I've become. My father is retired. He had been working as a safety consultant for several years until a certain mine shut down. But my mom has always been a housewife, and she quite likes it, I think. But now she runs a small business for breeding chickens. And I think that helps her in getting her day-to-day basics. She's got a little sort of land where they grow crops, and so she built a little shelter or something, chicken run. And she breeds the chickens there, and she gets a couple of ladies who help her with that. So I suppose it works out for her. My travels, Malaysia. Initially in Zimbabwe back in 2008, I think, the situation was really bad. Like schools, teachers were going on strike, the education was just terrible. And while my sister was still in America, my second elder sister, she could afford it. So she decided to give us an opportunity to go and study in Malaysia and do my A-levels there. So I took up the opportunity, I went, and I made the most out of it. My time there, I found that a lot of illiterate Malaysians were, I don't know what to quite say, but a bit racist. You find that when you sit in a bus and you're traveling somewhere, they'll stand up just because you're of different color and not sit next to you. But 2 years I spent there, I learned quite a lot about their culture, considering it's a Muslim state, a Muslim country, and I don't regret it. And now that I'm here in Germany, it's also quite different. I find that the people have a different mentality. They quite like to mind their own business, which is good. Unlike in Malaysia, everyone is trying to know what you're doing next or why you're not doing something. But yes, I'm looking forward to traveling more. And I believe the more I travel, the more I get exposed. And I think that can help me grow as an individual to try and understand different cultures. What I've learned, okay, I've learned that one needs to be open-minded, yes, definitely, and that even the weirdest things can happen, or the strangest things, especially for my friend. I learned that one needs to be very careful. Her first time here, arriving here, she went through an ordeal, which she's still probably trying to deal with, that she was lost at an airport, and one of the men was trying to, I don't know, maybe kidnap her or something, because he kept pulling her bags, telling her, I'll drive you to where you stay, and she didn't want, and she was crying. So it's very important, I think, to be very cautious and take care of oneself. And I've also learned that despite the language barrier, I mean, people can communicate. I find that my German is not so good, but when I speak to other people who can't speak in English, somehow we understand each other, which I think is funny and great at the same time. And yes, I find that despite what people think of Germans, that they're quiet, they're cold, they're not open, I think it's a different story once you're here. And I quite like it. I would actually ask or tell people to come and visit Germany, definitely. I think the skills I've acquired while I've been here is baking. I've improved. At some point, I think I made about 111 biscuits. And the children like muffins, so that's quite good. It's something that we can always do together. And I've also taken a liking to riding my bicycle and taking walks, which I rarely used to do back in Zimbabwe. And yes, and my language, definitely, my German. I think it's quite good to have languages. So hopefully I can get that better. Yes. Ooh, well, I have big plans, and I can only hope to God that they come through. I want to finish school, studying law, and hopefully become one of the best lawyers ever, or make a name for myself, maybe with the United Nations. I think that would be good, and help a lot of people that I've seen. I've seen quite a lot of injustices, and I believe it's my place, or I need to play a role in making sure that people are put to justice where it's not right. So hopefully that pulls through.